I'm in the middle of making a wellness tracker app. This app will allow athletes and coaches to track the individual or team wellness metrics and make training or game time decisions based on that information. In the last episode, we worked on the part of the app that the coaches will use, this event section. A user can create an event and anyone can join that event if they have the right code. And then the person who created it can see an overview of the team wellness metrics, and with that, make decisions on playing time during competitions. Overall, our app is pretty close to being complete, but there's still one major feature that I need to implement before moving on: monetization. I've been asked a few times now if I monetize my apps, and up until this point, the answer's always been no, but it's definitely something I'd like to learn, so let's take this as a great learning opportunity. So here we have my money-making plan. So the way I see it is you have 4 options. Option number 1 is to make the app a paid app. I'm not a huge fan of this because it increases the barrier to entry for people and makes it harder to get traction with people like my friends or random users on Reddit. So that one's out the window. Option number 2 is that we run ads in the app. So let's say every time you click submit, you see a 10-second ad. It's pretty common to see this all over the internet, but again, I don't like it. I run ad block pretty much all the time, and basically I just don't want to ruin other people's experience of the app. Another option could be microtransactions. This has been popularized a lot in the video game industry recently. It's mainly been things like paying for different skins or different colors, etc. I don't really see how this fits into the app, so I'm just going to ignore that. And that leaves us with the last option, which is subscriptions. So in this case, what I'm talking about is locking some functionality of the app behind a paywall and paying a monthly subscription to have access to that feature. I think this is a pretty good option because it means that the barrier to entry for the overall app is pretty low, but if you have enthusiast users, they're able to pay slightly more to get an enhanced experience. Now, how's that going to work in this app? What I think I'm going to do is allow your standard user to answer the daily questions, review their historical data, join events created by others, and to be honest, that's going to be the majority of people. But if you're a coach or someone who wants to be able to create events that others can join, you have to have the pro membership. I'm planning on keeping that membership pretty cheap. And again, I'm just implementing this as a bit of a way to learn and seeing, what works. I think if I was to have this app be an income stream, I probably wouldn't use just this method alone, but for the purpose of learning, I think it's pretty good. So speaking of learning, I actually have no idea how to implement subscription, so let's get to YouTube and let's figure it out. I've chosen to use RevenueCat as the backend service for this, and that combined with the Johannes Milke video I watched, link in the description by the way, it was super easy to get set up, especially on Android. So here's what we have so far. It's not much, but it's honest work. Once we had that, it really didn't take long to block off the create event functionality behind this paywall. So if you have the basic access and you click create event, you get brought to the paywall. Otherwise, if you have the pro access levels, then it just lets you create an event. That's going to be everything for today, and we're pretty close to being done. So tune in for the next episode. I think it's going to be the last in this series, where we're just going to add the finishing touches and get it pushed out to the App Store and the Play Store. So subscribe for more updates on this, as well as Squatva, and I'll see you in the next episode.